Hi and welcome back to my channel. So you guys, I'm excited. Can I say that? Can I say I'm excited about today's coaching video? Because I happened to come across this article and it just blew my mind. So I said, you know what? I have got to share this with you because I don't know who needs to hear it, but I've got to share this with you. And it's by someone that I truly love and respect. And it's none other than Miss Iyanla Vanzant. So here are 5 signs that you're settling for less, as told by Miss Iyanla Vanzant. So here's how to know whether you're putting up with less than you really deserve. Number 1, when you have to work yourself into a state of excitement rather than naturally experiencing joy and passion, you're probably settling. So in other words, if you have to work overtime to bring excitement into your relationship, sir, ma'am, you are settling. Because guess what? That person doesn't want to be there. That's why they're not putting their all into the relationship. So you need to pick up on that. Number 2, when you bargain with yourself about what you can do without rather than feeling gratitude for what you already have, you're probably settling. That's pretty self-explanatory. When you can bargain with yourself about what you can do without, rather than feeling gratitude for what you already have, you might be settling. Number 3, when your focus is on the time and energy that you've invested in an endeavor rather than the love, joy, and gratification you gain, you're probably settling. So if you have ever said to yourself, I done put all my time and energy into this project or this man or this woman or this whatever it is, instead of the joy and the satisfaction that you've gotten out of watching those people, those things just manifest themselves, honey, you're settling. Check yourself, because there's something in here that's not quite getting up to here to tell you that you're settling. Number 4, when you're making excuses, listen carefully now, when you're making excuses about why you should stay put rather than going for what you truly want, you are settling. And y'all know I tell you about that all the time. When you sit back and make excuses about, well, so you have this big idea, right? And then you say you're going to go for it. But then you go, well, I don't know. What if this doesn't work out? What if that? What if the other? Stop doing that. You're settling for where you are because you're afraid to step out there and do something different. And if you say you're not, you're telling yourself a lie. Number 5, when you spend more time complaining about what you have than appreciating it, you're definitely settling. Can I say that one more again? Can I say that again? When you spend more time complaining about what you have instead of appreciating it, you're definitely settling. So again, it goes back to the relationship thing. If you are constantly complaining about your significant other for whatever reason, and instead of appreciating whatever value they bring to the table, if they even bring it to the table, I don't know, I'm just saying, then you're settling. And the question is why? There's a whole big world out there full of men, women that you could be spending your time with, yet you keep settling with this individual here. If you have a house and all you do is complain about the issues in the house, you're settling because you're still there. If you're not happy with that house, fix it up as best as you can, sell it and move on and get you something else that you like. Same thing with your car. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with your job. If you're constantly complaining about your job, but yet you come in week after week, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, you're settling. Because either you don't believe that you can get something better, you don't believe that any other job is going to hire you, or you don't believe that you can be successful. It's something there that's causing you to settle to stay where you are. But there is a lesson to be learned in everything. When we realize we've been settling, we discover that what we actually believe. See, we learn that we perhaps think ourselves undeserving, and I just said that. I just said sometimes you feel like you don't deserve better, of happiness, and find how susceptible we are to outside influences, because often we settle when others are convincing us it's the right thing to do, right? Now, I know I said I had 5 things, but to be honest with y'all, I do have 6. I'm so sorry. So here's the 6th thing. And actually, this is your bonus. This is going to be your bonus. Most important, we learn that we are not standing fully in our truth. Okay? Armed with this information, we can make new choices that support our desires by beginning to believe that we can have what we really want. See, again, it has to start in here. Okay? It starts here, and then it has to end up here. So there has to be a connection here. Sometimes there's a disconnect because you feel in your heart of hearts that you don't deserve better. And I've actually heard people say that they don't feel like they deserve better. And I've asked someone before, why would you say that? And they said, well, because back when I was younger, I ran around and cheated on women, or if it's a woman, it's a man. So they don't believe they deserve real love. No, honey, that was your past. And y'all know my own saying, in the famous words of Medea, like your big ass, your past is behind you. So whatever you did back then, that's all in the past. That's not who you are now. Now, for some people, it is who they are now. But for those of you that it's not, that's in the past. So yes, you deserve love. Did you mess over love in the past? You probably did. But that doesn't mean you don't deserve love now. If you've, sat down and you've asked God to forgive you for the way you've treated people in the past, that you've repented for that. So now it's time for you to move on and find love. You were young and dumb. We're going to chalk it up to that, okay? So never tell yourself that you don't deserve it, because you really, really do. And I cannot stress that enough. And it bothers me to the core of my being when people say to me, well, Michelle, I don't feel like I deserve this or I deserve that. And my question is always, why? Who told you you didn't deserve better? I mean, who told you that? And believe it or not, and I'm not going to dig too deep into this, but believe it or not, there are people that have said that they've had their mother or their father or a grandmother or an auntie or an uncle or a sibling say to them, you don't deserve any better. How dare you? If you have ever said that to somebody, I need you to find them and apologize. And then don't ever let that come out of your mouth again. And I mean ever, and certainly not in my presence. Certainly not in my presence will you ever do that. You are never to tell anybody they don't deserve anything. That is not your call to make. It is not your call to make. You need to encourage people. When I hear young folks and old alike say that they want to do certain things, I never tell them, oh, you can't do that. You're too old. You're too young. You're too this. No, that's not my place to do that. My goal is to encourage you, to tell you that you can do anything that you put your mind to. It's never to tell you what you can't do. And if anybody ever tells you you can't accomplish something, then you better tell them, you know what, I hear you, sweetie, but I'm going to let that roll off my back like water on oil, because I can accomplish anything that I put my mind to. Y'all, that's kind of making me feel a little heated, so I'm going to move on. Let me give you a quick recap. We had 5 signs that you're settling for less, as said by Miss Iyanla, Vanzant, and I have a bonus. So number 1, I talked about when you have to work yourself into a state of excitement rather than naturally experience joy and passion, you're probably settling. Number 2, when you bargain with yourself about what you can do without rather than feeling gratitude for what you already have, you're probably settling. Number 3, when your focus is on the time and energy that you've invested into an endeavor rather than the love and joy and gratification you've gained, you're probably settling. Number 4, when you're making excuses about why you should stay, but rather than going for what you truly want, you're probably settling. Number 5, when you spend more time complaining about what you have than appreciating it, you're definitely settling, honey. And then your bonus was more important. We learned that we are not standing fully in our truth. Armed with this information, we can make new choices that support our desires by beginning to believe that we can have what we really want. Again, you can have anything that your heart desires. Now, don't be going after somebody's wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever. I'm not saying that, okay? So let's be clear about what I'm telling you. There's a goal that you're trying to achieve. Maybe you want to start a business, grow a business, buy a house, build up your savings, get a job, go to school, whatever those things are, you can do it. But again, you've got to you have to have it here so that you can have it here, because these two have to work together. That's all I have, you guys. Thank you so much for my newest subscribers. For those of you that happen to stumble across this video by accident, honey, there are no accidents. Go on, tap that subscribe button and hit that bell so you don't miss anything. That is an order. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Why? Because I just feel like my content can help you. So just do what I asked, okay? Now, for those of you that have supported me in all that I do, I love you guys to the moon and back, and there's nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing that you can do about it. So there. Going out there, have a great week. Have a great day, the great rest of the month, and a great rest of the year. But you guys, stop settling. I cannot stress that enough. Stop settling. So look at your life right now. And if there's something in your life and you can honestly be honest with yourself and say that you're settling, I need you to stop it ASAP. Don't wait next week. Don't wait tomorrow. Don't wait next month. And certainly don't wait till next year. Stop settling now. Right now. As soon as you hit the stop on this video, stop it, stop it, stop it. I cannot encourage you enough to stop it. You deserve better. You deserve more. Stop settling. And that's all I have to say. Till next time, take care.